this side of the river's falling, the gaping mouth of light, its golden whisper. So thank you so much for being here on this side of the river with me tonight. And thank you for spending your Sunday with poetry. Thank you so much, Joan, and everyone here at the River Reading Series for organizing. How's the sound right now?
A little bit of feedback.
A little bit of feedback. Let's see what we can do. Maybe move it a little here. How about now? Is it a little better?
A little better, yeah.
Can everyone hear okay?
Yeah, it's very loud.
Cool. Okay, so a couple of books came out since I was here last, and the second book is called Application of Shadows. Like my first that I have had an opportunity to present here, it contains longer poems, 5 of them. So I'll read selections from one of them to introduce that book, and then I'll move on to my last book I'll talk about in a few seconds. So these selections are from a poem entitled Time and Absence, and that's about half of the poem. So if you're interested, seek out the rest in the book. Time and Absence. Have a chance to rust. Have a nice go with it. Let your molecules oxidize. Release control. There will be more of you, more of everyone. Let time envelop you, swallow you, release your atoms. Exchange thoughts with laughing water drops as you acquire color. Celebrate silence, remain cheerful as you disappear. A melody doesn't exist all at once. We hear a memory in joy and absence. We pretend that the past is a living reference, that the moments comprising our lives make sense as a whole, that a note ago we were the same, that a song feels our presence, that a chord struck at birth still rings true when we die. We believe that a melody remembers us. Escape slowly, like wind from a bottle. The word is not afraid, and neither is the light. If distances are longer than we thought, you should not collapse. Get your folded life in line for your birthday. You must match expectations you don't understand. Listen and speak when you hear silence. Spark if you can spark. Let me hear you. When I step outside, let me be alone. Let me be with you. Drift, drift, let the world imagine you. Someone loves you all life long, but has no part of you. A memory of silence, encyclopedia of mysteries, a rainbow of darkness. Someone you wanted desperately is not in your life. Let the world drift through you as it chooses its stories. I don't know you. Let me stay. Let me imagine you from a distance. Disappear in light like so many fading suns. Explode in silence. Memory in melting, death in promise, hope in melody. If whispers could touch your skin, I'd bathe you in a lullaby. Tell me all you know in one sentence. Whisper me into space. I want the darkness of galaxies to converge on me. List my name in a catalog of falling stars on a page whose number is unimaginable. I insist on being a part of an infinite queue of digits. I demand a microscopic space within the reign of light years. Make me a smiling atom, hiding in a friendly molecule. Remember me into darkness. Imagine me into silence. So these were selections from Time and Absence. So my work is, as you probably have already noticed, is pretty non-linear. It's not a goal to understand specifically what I'm saying. It's not my goal to convey something specific. It's my goal to place you in a space where you can make meaning. And so don't worry if you feel like you didn't get something. Think of it as a dream. So the rest of the poems are from my third collection, Synonyms from Silence, that came out just a couple of months ago. And there are books in the back if you're interested. This one is called Broken Borders. A river crosses a border without a visa. I am tired, yet my mind jumps out of bed and sings. Listen, butterfly, be careful. Take good care of your wings. The world has rough edges, dangerous borders, tall buildings, burning airplanes. On fire, love, killing, and other items. A seed grows into a house, a thought into a forest. Some of us carry centuries on our backs, some branches of fruit, some carry nothing. In the corner, a key is hidden in a child's heart, and the cipher is lost. The way by the river is also the way by your cemetery. Silence burns at both ends. The house grows into memory. The child grows into an apple tree. I'm beginning to taste its thoughts. Moon in the river. The sun is out of breath from its decline. Even the heart goes to seed and scatters. Best bridges burn fast. The sky is a horse, a rusty key that opens nothing. If I had the time, I would count the dust. Autumn hangs over winter, a lush curtain keeping the truth out. The sun longs for night. Even the past is not ours. memory goes to seed. Best winds blow by before we notice. I'm nowhere. The sky is locked, too far to be true. Only one direction exists, but we are in no rush. Even the heart stops. Best rivers run out. If I had only one horse, I would not name it. Handfulness. One hand for danger, one for smoothing the tired brow. Crow feet in my eyes, crow nests in my apple tree. Spider webs for blossoms, their blind shimmer. How did time turn into responsibility? Or was it the lack of time? The brevity of each blood cell, each busy century. My blood is too old to sing, it can only whisper. In each crow nest, a stolen nightingale egg, the cracked hymn of dying. I still hold out a piece of bread in one hand. Blueprints for rebuilding. All doors are open to the future, all dictionaries replaced, the windows turned around to face our origins. Should we look? Tight bundles of reasons move below the surface of our lives. We reject past choices, yet we think of ourselves continuing. Are you a rock thrown into the river or a cloud on its rush to rain? Let's watch the animals watch us. In the kitchen, fake fruits wait, trapped in permanence. Open the window. Each awkward star shines bored to death. Which you do I know? Which I would I be if our paths hadn't crossed? Do you wonder about the body giving up its skills one by one? The house unfolds, a slow flower with new dictionaries, grass under the coffee table, moss, wallpaper. Let me see through your impossible eyes. Will I recognize you among the many animals? So perfect in their shape, their run, their warm fur, their bright teeth. In the garden, plastic flowers linger. Are you a rock or a cloud? Tell me about giving up in a good way. What if the foundation happens last? What name should I answer to? On fire, love, killing, and other items. You say, fire doesn't matter, it just dances the periphery like lost thoughts. I ask if distance grows on trees, if loneliness is what leaves whisper. You say, let the forest guide you home. When a branch breaks, many leaves are released. I know for a fact, not all green things speak the same language. I've tried this before. If I see you again, I'll be old, my heart lost to the wind like the leaves. To wood, fire matters. If you listen to a tree, become its center, you will learn to love what kills you. This poem is called Pontist's Dream. Pontist is a word that designates a person who loves bridges, a bridge aficionado. And it's written in memory of Jean Mandel, who was one such person by request of his family. Pontist's Dream. A painting does not solve hunger, it just breathes. A symphony does not cure illness, it simply floats. A poem is not even there. May all the impractical things burst into being for the senseless sake of beauty. May we spend our lives building a bridge without the excuse of a river. Brief rediscovery of minerals. A distant bird, dissatisfied by darkness, says the first word. Minerals lie until broken. Bees remember their drone and lives before this one. If a fish wants to be photographed, it finds a hook with a fly. A bee is more beautiful because of the honey. Birds tell me things they don't know, but I do. I remember being dead before the bees reminded me. Minerals can wait for the final word. Opened. I watch a snowflake shape its notion of water into symmetry. My eyes open me. I'm a mandala built to be erased, a snowflake, a former crystal. Now, and what a drop. Now, a memory. Entrapment. Why does the sky curve in this light? The fallen leaves do a better job of remembering. I drop my glove into the water. Mist lingers. Two gaunt men with absent faces carry a child's body, the river's offering. It's someone's fault, perhaps mine. The owl's cry echoes in the distance. Am I the child? Just because I stopped to look at the sky, do I have to be in this story? A bright pile of reasons. Perhaps you wake with a start, a stranger, a headache, an earthquake, an enemy. Perhaps your house is on fire, or just your mind. You don't remember how you got here. A burned out light bulb on a wire, a dusty room. It's not enough to be alive. Our species demands a story, a reason behind a pile of bones. And our own miniature worlds inside our skulls, what rules do they follow? Is the sun I see the same sun you find in your sky? And if my brain dwelled in your head, would your headache be different? These imprecise identities we live in polish as time fades us. A light bulb on a wire, a dark room. Proper darkness. a railroad in winter, a numb sky. I hold my breath. Even the most insignificant statements are final. Words outlive silence. What's uttered remains on both ends. If only I could hide myself under last year's mask of leaves, absorb their colors. Nothing we say amounts to what we mean, yet we say. I love the darkness in my mouth when it's closed. But I'm going to keep it open for just a couple more minutes to wrap this up. So, just before I do, thanks again to everyone for being here. And thanks for having me. It's such an honor to read with you guys, with Tim and John. It's just a beautiful place my first time here. So just a couple more. This one is called Correction. As I sing to you, all ships will arrive on schedule in correct ports. As I sing to you, there will be no mistakes. While I sing, the universe will run as planned. All of it, with its suns, its black holes, its people, its dragons, its dragonflies. Love letter to everyone. We wait in line to become obsolete, to trade places with shadows. I turn around, and in the line behind me, I see you. Your face immense, intent as only you can be. If some of us are like you, then all at once I'm less obsolete. Violin lesson. An old man is like a violin. He remembers the tree he was made of. The tree remembers being a man. If we cross the river, will the water remember us? If the river's memory had to track each rivulet, it would burst into an ocean. The old man moves in slow motion because his feet remember the truth. Nothing ends, not if you are part of the ending. The river remembers the bridge. Remembering our crossing is the ocean's job. The old man is the ocean. The river, a violin. Let's play it. Key. This side of the river's falling. The gaping mouth of light, its golden whisper. This must be how we open and are replaced. A red barn, a white horse. Thank you.